so mad. I'm so upset. It pissed me off so much. I don't know why it made me so mad. It's not even, there's nothing to really even to get mad about, alright? Look, I just watched the new movie, this new drop movie. Why would Blumhouse do this to me specifically? Why would they make me waste my time like that? They even made the movie shorter than most movies nowadays. It was like 20 minutes shorter than 2 hours. It's insane. It was so stupid. I just watched Drop, right? You know, and then the movie with the woman, and she's in the tower, and then she's got to kill her date, because it's her first date, she got to kill him for some reason, and then she falls off the there's like a clip where she falls off the tower, and some guy dies, and everything else. Well, it sounds like a cool movie. It's not. It sucks. The movie is annoying. It pisses me off so much. The twists are so fucking bland and boring that I'm surprised M. Night Shyamalan's not the one who fucking directed it. The acting is horrid. The child can't act. The child is not a good child actor. Yeah, he's cute. He's adorable. His stupid little ginger bowl cut pisses me off too. But he can't act. He can't be a child. He's just when he's running away with the guy. No! It made me so mad, dude. But this movie essentially could have just been the trailer and 20 minutes. It could have just been a fucking short film. It wastes so much time. It's so annoying. I'm just gonna get into it. You know, I'm not gonna spoil it yet. I'm just gonna say, if you've seen the trailer, you know what happens in the film. It's literally about a woman who gets this random text things on her phone, and it turns out she's gotta like kill her date, and then the whole conspiracy thing happens. But they don't do anything with that. They don't expand upon anything that you don't see already. They do this stupid thing with the text messages where it shows up in the background and people walk through it. It like fades or whatever. It's like chalky and shit. It looks cool. It means nothing. It's so stupid for this film because you see it constantly and all it does is waste time. Because when it shows up, you have to wait for it to go through, and then it's just a shot of her looking at her phone going, oh no. That happens so much, dude. If you took a shot for every single time that it paused just for her to look at her phone and react to it, you would be seeing the Greek god of Diophysis, what's his fucking name? You would see him and he would grant you his power. That's how much drinking you'd be doing. It is insanely stupid how much time is wasted with just her reaction shots. It pisses me off, dude. Because again, yeah, I will get into spoilers. Just because I spoil every movie I go to see. Because what's the point of going to see a movie if you're not gonna sit there and talk about what happened in the movie, but it piss you off? Especially movies like this, when I don't even think anyone really cares. It's a Blumhouse Slop film. This is one of those things that Blumhouse just like, oh, we have to make a film at least once every 3 months. Someone got an idea and someone was in the fucking thing and he was like, what if there's a woman, right? And she's on a date, but then she has to kill her date. And that's as far as it got. That's because that's the only thing that really matters. Like, and the guy's like, well, why would she kill her date? And he's just like, there's a conspiracy. And what's the conspiracy about? Money. What exactly? We don't get an explanation. You look at files of pictures. The files of pictures. You look at pictures of files with money on them, and you're assuming it's like tax evasion or fraud. You find out at the very end. I can't even remember what they fucking said. But it's so. Trailers are great, okay? I love trailers. When I was watching this movie, a couple really good ones showed up. The one for Until Dawn. I got a date to go see Until Dawn when it comes out. That movie looks fantastic. I think, isn't that another Blumhouse production? No, it's not. It's a PlayStation, Sony thing. But that game was awesome. They got the guy from the original game, I'm pretty sure, or maybe it's the newer ones, but he's coming back to voice it, and he's. I know I'm gonna ramble trail. I'm rambling the whole time I was at the movie. Okay, get over it. This is my shitty movie review. We can do that. So the trailer, it was great. You see a bunch of weird things. There's some callbacks to the Psycho from the game. There's obviously the Wendigo is in there. I've seen a couple of them, and then there's this whole weird thing with time, and it's reversing, and they're showcasing. There's definitely a lot of like brutal murder in a film like based around murdering kids that are going back through time, which is something you want to see in a film like that. You know, it's something you want to gather on and do whatever. And there was what were the other things that I saw? This new shitty version of Romeo and Juliet coming out. It's called Juliet and Romeo, right? So I'm pretty sure they're gonna make Juliet girl boss the shit out of it, and she's gonna be the main guy because Shakespeare was sexist because it was the 1600s, and that definitely wasn't what was just well known and done at the time. He's just a sexist little pig, and we gotta change his whole movie around. You know what they're doing? It's fucking Romeo and Juliet. They're doing the same shit they did in Teen Beach 2. They're gonna make the girl boss all over. It's gonna ruin the story. You've done the story like 8 times. Everyone knows Romeo and Juliet is. We all know what fucking happens to him. But here's the thing. I don't think they're gonna kill him at the end of this one. I don't think they're gonna kill him. This new one, Juliet and Romeo, it's a musical, it's whatever. I think they're actually gonna survive the end of this one. I think they're gonna somehow live. I don't know why. I don't know how. I'll get into my point about the trailers in a second. I don't know why. I don't know how. But I have a feeling that in this one, in Juliet and Romeo, I just have a feeling that they're not going to kill him, and it's going to come out and be like, now it's our story, and we will do what we want to. Now we're not actually dead. Shut up. The Leonardo DiCaprio version of Romeo and Juliet was the best one because that's the one where Romeo's father pulls a fucking shotgun off the top of his goddamn car and whips the bitch out and says some shit like, I got my Top Gun, or some shit. That's the best, unironically, that is theatrically the best version of Romeo and Juliet. There's nothing to top it. Stop making the movies. You don't need it anymore. The story is over 400 years old. I don't understand why you keep build a new story, make a new romantic film, okay? Anyone but you did it. Sydney Sweeney and the other British dude in that movie, I think he's Australian, Gleb Powell. That was a fantastic movie. This movie, however, now I'm getting back to the point. Listen, I told you I'd get there. Drop, not a good romance film. They try to be, but it's just these people on a date for a fucking hour doing bullshit like comedy go-backs or whatever with this stupid fucking annoying waiter named Matt. He's the only guy whose name I fucking remembered because he's just annoying. The only reason the waiter's there is to be some sort of comedic relief and to stop her one time from when she was at the pour the drink and the thing. But it turns out she didn't even fucking do it. She didn't even fucking do it. I'll get into that in a minute. Listen to me. The waiter is annoying. He's just there for some comedic relief, whatever. And they did the one thing I said. I don't even know what I was doing. The movie is just them on a date. When I went and sat in the film, and I remembered everything that happened in the trailer, and I started watching the movie, and it starts off with a flashback to her ex-husband pointing a gun at her and then giving her the gun and telling her to shoot me. You have to be like, oh, what's going to happen here? Is this going to mean anything? And it doesn't. It doesn't mean anything. They try to make it mean something, but they didn't need to add that part. It was fucking worthless. You could have skipped all that. You could have skipped the whole ex-abuse thing and just had her go on a date and have her have to kill the guy. I hate when things only matter because there's a singular line or because they need to have like a dramatic tell-all thing near the end of the movie to explain her decisions or reactions or whatever. So yeah, they started with this whole abuse fucking thing, and then I don't even know what I was going with this because I just thought of a bunch of other things. This movie just really pisses me off. But yeah, so when I saw that they started off with that, I was like, I guarantee you, that the only like things that matter in this movie are gonna happen sparingly throughout it, obviously, because you need to pay attention, whatever. But it's just gonna be fluff, basically, until like the last 20 minutes when everything kind of makes sense, and that's when everything hits, and then that's when like the movie's gonna movie, and it's not gonna just be a slop film for the rest of it. And god damn it, I was fucking right. Like I said, obviously things happen up in between that to get to the point that she poisons his drink or whatever, but they're all stupid and annoying, and there's no complexity to it. You're just sitting there watching a woman freak out because some dude is texting her the whole night and then being like, I have to do what he says because her kid's in trouble because she's on a date and the kid's all the way at fucking home, and if she does anything, he's gonna die, obviously. So they set that part up really well, that she like has to do what the guy tells her to do, or else her son dies and she can't get to her son or her sister because she's all the way at the top of a restaurant, whatever. But the reason I brought the trailer thing is this. The trailer shows you a couple key things that matter for when I gotta roll my window down. It's getting hot in here for me, because I'm so angry. The trailer shows you a couple of things. Damn. The trailer shows you a couple of things that matter for like the thing. But if you've watched, I've said that like 4 times. God, but if you've watched it, it just makes the movie undeniably boring. So in the trailer, you see that she gets this poison vial, that she flies out of a fucking window, that they have a conversation with the things, and like she keeps getting these text messages. That's the whole movie. The whole movie is her just getting text messages. At one point, she has to go get his SD card out of his camera and do it, so she tricks this thing with, like, putting her watch in her bag, which sets something up for later, which is so stupid. So she puts her watch in her bag, right? So that way she can trick him to go ask the hostess if she left the watch in the host room. So then she can get the SD card out of his camera so she can fucking destroy it and everything because the mayor. None of this really even matters. Okay, the mayor is being this conspiracy guy and he's doing some shit and like he gets photos of it and they're in the SD card. She's gotta destroy it. Blah blah. She puts the watch in the purse. He comes back. He's like, well, she didn't say you had your watch. Blah blah. She's like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I do whatever. Blah blah. And she destroys the SD card in the bathroom, she flushes it down the toilet, and then that's when she finds the vial in the towel dispenser thing, and then it's like, so the whole time she's like, oh my god, this guy must have planned this out thoroughly, this guy did everything correct, there's no way she can get out of it. You're right, there isn't. She literally, theoretically, or whatever, could not have gotten out. This was planned thoroughly to the point where she was fucked, no matter what, she was absolutely fucked. All right. So, and like again, they do good at that part of making her seem absolutely fucked because she is. She never tries to do anything different, and even when she does, it gets caught right away. Obviously. Okay, I had to record. I forgot to mention this, but it's okay because it made me so mad. So the thing I said there is she tries to do it anyway, but she gets caught. Is she goes to the bathroom and she gets these prom girls. She's like, "Can I borrow your mascara, your eyeliner?" She tries to like write in her hand, but it like breaks the girl's thing, and it's like they already told her that like phone was coded and like they could see everything she was doing, but she didn't know they had the camera thing yet. So like, it's like the first time it's like fine, okay, she tried that, and then they found that like they showed the camera, and she like finds this like thing on a pot where like it's like a listening device, so like it was already set up. But then she writes on a $20 bill lipstick, right? She's on lipstick. She says some shit like 2 hostages, please call the police. And she gives it to the piano player, the drunk piano player who you meet at the very beginning. He's this piano guy, hits on her, blah, blah, whatever. He's a snooze fest. It doesn't matter. She requests him to play Baby Shark because she has like a 2-year-old kid or it's like 5-year-old kid. I don't fucking know. And he actually does play Baby Shark on the fucking thing. So as he's playing Baby Shark, she slips to the waiter the 20. She just gives it to the pianist. He takes the money out to go pay for alcohol. He sees it, looks over at her, he goes into the thing, and then he's like, he's calling, he's on the phone, and then he's not on the phone, and he walks back, and then he dies because he got poisoned. And the people are like, are you stupid? Nice try, whatever. And it's like, brother, you just found out that they could see everything you did, that there's cameras everywhere. You just saw the cameras. You know one of them's located right on top of your table. You got a guy killed for no reason. It didn't help her at all. It did not help her situation in the slightest one bit. Because she's a moron, there's cameras everywhere. But back to the fucking watch thing. So then she gets up again to go to the bar to get shots after this, so then she can put the poison in a tequila shot to kill the guy, because outright she's never asked what the guy did wrong or what he did. I mean, she wouldn't get an explanation anyway. But she just goes straight from like, okay, this guy is innocent. I don't want to do this. I'm going to kill him. Be like, oh, now I have to kill him because they're going to kill my son. She never, like, questions why she has to do it, or, like, what he did wrong. She sees the pictures, and I guess she understands them right away. I don't know, but when she leaves to go to the bar to get to get the shot, she drops her bag, and the watch falls out of the bag. Now, this is kind of like the turning point, because this is when everything starts to, like, this is when you have to sort of, like, maybe, like, pay attention and be like, okay, the movie is now doing everything the movie was supposed to do. Now we're caught up. The thing about the reason I mentioned the trailer so much is the trailer sets up to where you already know all this is going to happen. You already know eventually she fucks up, and that way she does something wrong, and they attack her sister and her kid. You already know that eventually she'll fall out the goddamn window she's right next to. So there's this whole point where they move seats, but it's just a giant waste of time because, like I said, you already knew, and the trailer was everywhere. It was all over YouTube. It's in front of a bunch of movies that I saw before, like in like trailer bumps and everything. So it was everywhere. If you didn't see, especially the woman falling out the window, if you didn't see the woman fall out the window, then you just didn't even know this movie existed, I guarantee you. So you know when they're switching tables that they're eventually either going to go back to their table or this isn't going to happen anyway because she falls out the goddamn window, meaning she has to be by her table. So the whole 5-minute scene of her going, I want to switch tables. The height's fucking me. Him going and switching their table, to them coming back to switch the table, to then them walking to the other table, to her getting a text being, don't switch tables or your son dies, to then go back to the fucking table. It's a giant waste of fucking time. You already don't have that much time anyway. It's an hour, 40-minute movie. You didn't need that. But back to the fucking watch thing. So the watch falls out of her bag as she gets up to go get the tequila. He sees it, and his instant reaction is, this giant fucking bitch. She must have fucking lied to me. I can't believe this shit. I'm so annoyed. Whatever. And it pisses me off, because are you stupid? She said she lost the watch. She didn't have it. You don't think maybe it could have, like, it was in her purse, and you didn't think that the first reaction you had would have been, oh, you left your watch in your purse, or whatever. But no, it's not. He has to say that she lied, so then she can go in a fucking diatribe and trauma dump to him how her husband abused her, and now she works with abuse victims and everything like that, and that's why she's been all weird all night, because her son saw some things he shouldn't have seen. So she's been all squirrely all night at her date because she was abused like 8 years ago. Like 5. I don't know, the kid's like 9 or some shit, like 8. I don't fucking remember, like 5 years ago or whatever. I don't know. But I'm not saying abuse victims shouldn't be able to talk about their things or do whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm strictly talking about the fucking movie. If anyone takes my words out of context, go fuck yourself. This is about a movie about a woman having to kill a guy and falls out of a fucking movie. Also, the movie is called Drop, and for many things, the iPhone drop thing that they're ripping off of, the fact she has to drop the liquid into his tequila shot, the fact she drops out of a fucking window, the fact she drops the ball every fucking chance she fucking gets. But still a stupid goddamn name. I think it's a horrible name. I don't know what could have been better. The Red Dressed Woman or something. They make a big deal about the clothes thing too. Before they even do the whole tequila shot thing, he's about to leave because he's like he sees that she keeps going away. She's acting all squirrely and whatever. So he's about to leave, and she gets back to the table. He's writing the check, and as he leaves, they keep doing this stupid camera thing where they zoom in on, like, there's this one shot where she thinks it's, like, she's trying to figure out who the people are that it could be, and she goes around to, like at first they both do the airdrop thing until she gets a message saying that, like, to keep it a secret or whatever. So the guy is like, it could be that person, or that person. Every time they say it, they do a stupid shot where all the light in the room turns off and a spotlight happens, and the fucking spotlight goes directly on the person they're looking at, and the person just stops staring and just goes to the fucking camera. And it's trying so hard to set up a bunch of other people to be the thing. Specifically this one dude, it keeps going and going and going and saying that he's always on his phone whenever she gets a text message. After she talks to him, she gets a text message. He's been in the lobby waiting. He's right into the reins for her to get the eye drop message or whatever. And it's so forced, you know it's not him, but they don't do, the guy that actually turns out to be, they show like twice. And it's just a bad date thing, and it's just annoying when it finally comes out that that's the fucking guy that it was or whatever. Back to what I was saying before. So they do this stupid scene to get him to stay. It cuts off all the lights. He's walking away, and it's all shadowed, and she just kisses him after he just said, "You clearly want to go back to your son. You clearly need him. He clearly needs his mom. I understand. Blah blah. It's okay. It's whatever. You know, I get it." He's completely understandable. And then she just kisses him out of fucking nowhere. And then he just stays. And it's like, buddy, you were just put to leave. You look like you're a 48-year-old man. A woman's lips on yours is really that dramatic to you that you're going to cancel your whole thing of her being a better mother to you in your eyes and like doing it later. And just because she fucking kissed you, you talked to her for 3 fucking months before you set up this date. You don't think that, oh God, oh God. It's just moronic. I couldn't deal with it. It just made me so angry. But then you come to find out that the guy who had the bad date with this bitch Diane, it turns out it's him. And the way we found out is the same way she finds out. Again, they only show him twice. Once in the very beginning when he says, "Oh, I'm on a blind date. I'm setting up this thing, Diane," and then it's like the Diane girl is clearly like uncomfortable, or whatever. And then the second time when Diane gets up and says, "You're a fucking dick," and then leaves him, and then she's like, "Yeah, he was on a blind date. I met the guy at the bar, whatever." But then they never show him again till the third time when the bartender comes up to her and is like, "Is your date bothering you? If you're in danger, please let me know. I'll get the." And she's like, "No, it's not him." And then she's like, they point over to the guy that they met at the bar before, and then she's like, "If I was his date, I would have left too." that guy's been staring at you all night. And she's like, oh, it must be him. And of course, it fucking is him. The laziest fucking option it could have been. I wish they would have just kept it anonymous. Like, she had no idea. It was just some giant conspiracy that she had no hopes of gaining over. But then it turns out, blah, blah, she tells him, I got good at hiding things. Like, when I hid the fact that I didn't actually put the fucking poison in that tequila shot. I put it in your dessert that you're eating when he took the shot, actually. Ha, 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 ha. So she gets him, and then he pulls out a gun, and he tries to kill her in the middle of a restaurant, and then she shoots open, or someone shoots open the glass, shoots a hockey puck at it, and then all the air gets sucked out, and he gets sucked out, and he falls, and it's fucking annoying, and that's how she ends up flying out the window, because the air sucks out. Now, I don't, maybe I'm wrong, but once air sucking like that happens, right, in an area that does whatever, especially if there's only one glass plane, doesn't that continuously happen? Doesn't that never stop, like, sucking out things, like, or whatever? I don't really know. I don't, this part, like, because they like, eventually he pulls her in, and then the whole, like, everything getting sucked out of the window just sort of stops happening. It just sort of becomes a thing that they don't have to worry about. But I'm pretty sure once that thing starts to happen, it doesn't stop to happen. Like, once things start blowing out of an open event thing, it doesn't stop happening. I don't know. But that's the movie. And then she drives home. Her sister wakes up getting knocked out. And she answers the phone, and she's like, behind you, because she's got security cameras at her house. And she turns around, and she stabs a guy in the leg. And this guy is like fucking Superman. He gets stabbed in the fucking leg, he gets his ass kicked, and then the boy gets away, he shoots the sister in the arm. You know she's gonna fucking live, because no one's gonna fucking die in a fucking movie about people being murdered, I guess, except the bad people. And then he shoots through the bed to try to kill a kid. And we don't know where the fucking kid is at. So then he leaves, and the mom gets home, and she's like walking around the house, and she's like, oh, I gotta save my kid. And then he goes to shoot at her, and then she runs away, and then she takes a kitchen knife, and she stabs it right here in his shoulder, and he just goes, oh, fuck, or something. And then he, still with the gun in his hand, I'm pretty sure, because I didn't see him drop it at this time. Well, that's a very important fact that is coming up. He literally throws her on the ground. He picks her up with one hand, because remember, the other hand has his gun, unless he put the gun down to pick her up. But why would you do that when your whole goal is to shoot her? I don't know. He picks her up with one hand and fucking flings her across the room over like a countertop, dude, with a knife in his arm. It's bizarre, and then it cuts back to, oh my god, it's a parallel. She's crawling away from him, just like how she crawled away from her ex-husband when he was abusing her with the gun. And oh my god, she turned around and is on a pole thing just like the same time before. And oh my god, he also has a beard, just like her ex-husband. And oh, wait, there's an RC car with a gun. Where'd the RC car with the gun? Did he drop his gun? And she shot the guy, and the kid drove the RC car with the gun. We saw that in the beginning, but with the note. But where did he get the gun? Where did the kid go? Oh, obviously the good guys have to win. It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying, dude. Oh, it pissed me off. It's not one of the worst movies. It's not up there with like Cocaine Bear or Hypnotic or Snakes on a Plane or 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's not up there with those shitty fucking films. But but this one, it literally made me mad. It's just so annoying. It's not even funny bad. Don't watch this movie. I don't recommend it at all. I think it'd be a waste of your fucking time to go sit in the theater and try to enjoy this. Just watch the trailer, and then that's kind of it. Oh, the guy's not evil, by the way. He turns out to be a rat. Like, he's not a rat. He's a whistleblower or whatever for the governor, and he's doing whatever. It's just, it doesn't matter. None of it matters. It's so annoying. They spend an hour getting to the point that you know it's going to get to already. If you've seen the trailer, but it could have just been a short film. It could have just been a short film. I haven't done this in a while. I don't even know what I said. Like, that time I forgot what I was talking about. I just rambled on what I was. But I think that's what the whole point of this used to be before, right? Why is this guy holding? He grabbed his girl's hand and brought her closer to the GameStop. Well, I think we'll end it on that. Thank you for watching another shitty movie review. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone that's watched the video. I know I haven't really been up in a while. I don't want to say the word distracted. It's not lazy. I've sort of been out of it. I haven't really been in like the recording, talking to the camera mood. I guess it's been hard for me to like be entertaining. Don't skip. By the way, this is the end of the video was before all this, but just like I'm just gonna ramble for the end of it because I don't have, I always do. I don't know. I just the enthusiasm was lacking. I haven't been able to like being alone has just been odd recently. It's been really weird. I don't like to do. I like to. Like, I don't know if you noticed the last couple episodes it was me with other people, specifically the Man and Muppet stuff. So I like to like talk, like to bounce around ideas. I don't like to like talk. I did, but then it was just getting odd. I couldn't bring myself to like sit there and be entertaining or do whatever or ramble or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. I just didn't want to do it. So now I haven't been uploading. It's whatever. Hopefully that changes. I've been really into bird watching. Hopefully I can do something with birding later on. I do. I want to catalog some bird stuff. I have a bird feeder that I want to set up and just do like a little unboxing and whatever for. I do have ideas coming. I'm working on a giant alien video. It's gonna probably be like 8 hours long eventually when I finally get around to finishing it. I have my buddy Fish Grape has a couple music videos coming out soon. I'm pretty sure, and a new album coming out. I have other things locked away that I just need to edit. I have stuff to do. I just haven't been into it or whatever. But thank you for watching. If you did, I really appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around at the end. If you did, I really appreciate it too. Thank you. The shitty movie review. Don't watch Drop. It's horrible. And if you're on a date and someone messages you to kill your date, look for the old white dude that is most likely the culprit in the restaurant. And I will see you all later.